Hello everyone, that manga kid here. I have a massive haul. If I counted correctly, I have over 80 volumes to show you today. And this is not all of it. There's more coming in the mail, but I'm going to save that for September. Um, Chapters was having a buy one get one 50% off on all manga and graphic novels, and then I added a 10% off coupon on top of that. So I was getting like 35% off of each volume I bought. So I went nuts and spent 3 months of my budget, and so I will not be buying any more manga until December. But I got all of my pre-orders done and got all the stuff that I've been waiting to go down in price forever and just wasn't going down. So I just bought a bunch of stuff all at once, and I probably will not be buying anything else for a while. But I'll have stuff coming because I did all my pre-orders and such as well. So I'll have stuff coming still for the next few months, but I will have already paid for it. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. Anyway, I'm going to get started because there's a lot. I'll start with the used stuff I bought this month. So I saw it at the used bookstore for a couple months now and just never got it, and then I finally just got it. They had Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad. I own the whole anime series, and I really liked it. And the manga was never finished releasing here. I believe only 13 volumes were published here, but I got volumes 8 through 11. And hopefully I'll be able to find 1 through 7 at some point, and then get up to 13 or whatever it is. But I believe there's over 20 volumes in Japan, but they never finished it here because this is a Tokyo Pop release. But it's a really good music manga about this high school boy who kind of gets caught up in a band, and there's a bunch of violence and things that occur. But it's really, really good. So I'm super stoked to have that. Finally just got it. Um, and then someone was selling um, manga for $1 each, and they were just selling it as a set. So what I wanted was Punch. This is a 3-volume shoujo series. I have read it already, and I will do like a little mini review of it. I enjoyed it. This is by Ri Takada, who did Happy Hustle High, which I've never read but really, really want to. This is a manga about martial arts, and this guy is a martial artist, and the girl doesn't like fighting, but her grandpa owns this martial arts gym or whatever. And yeah, it's just a romance. And then this volume is mostly extra stories and stuff. But yeah, that's what I wanted. So I paid $1 each for those. And then the girl was also selling as a set with it for $1 each the entire series of Pitchy Pitchy Pitch Mermaid Melody. This is a 7-volume series released by Del Rey. Never read it. I knew what it was. I've known of Mermaid Melody for a long time. Never had any interest in reading it, but she was only selling it as a set with Punch. So I figured at $1 each, I'll read it once. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't like it, I will sell it and make more than I paid for it. So yeah, they're in pretty good condition. She said that none of them had ever been read before, which I believe for Mermaid Melody, but one of the volumes of Punch looks, the spine is all damaged. So at least Mermaid Melody is in good condition. So if I decide to sell it, then I might be able to make a good bit of money on it. Next, I guess we'll go with Soul Eater. I'm sure most of you know what Soul Eater is. I bought volume 3 when it came out years and years and years ago. This is released by Yen Press. These volumes are quite expensive. So skipping volume 3 because I already had it. I bought the entire series. I owned also volumes 9, 10, and 11, which I found for $1 each at Goodwill a while ago. So I owned 4 volumes out of 25, and I've always wanted to own all of Soul Eater and read the whole thing because I've never read the whole thing. I own half of the anime series, and I loved the anime way back when, and I've always wanted to read the manga and then just never got around to it because there are quite a few volumes and Yen Press is very expensive. But with this sale at Chapters, I just bought all of it because I've been really, really wanting to read it recently. So I'm super, super stoked to have all of this. I am on volume 5 and cannot wait to finish the entire thing. The covers are so great and the spines all look amazing. This is a really, really good action series. It's about weapons and their wielders, so they're both humans, but the Meisters uh, fight with the weapons, who are their teammate turns into the weapon. And then there's a bunch of villains and such, obviously. And then I love how the covers get darker near the end here. They just look so cool. The characters in this story are so funny and so cool. This is a series that has never left my mind since I watched it years and years ago. So I'm super happy. And this one's like a silver. This is the final cover. Volume 25. So I now own all of Soul Eater. Could not be more pleased about that. Super, super happy. So next I got randomly Volume 2 of Special A, one of the volumes I was missing. I wasn't in the mood to pick up the rest of what I'm missing of Special A right now, but I got Volume 2. Waiting for Spring, this is a new series. I was going to pre-order this and then didn't, but I ordered this and then pre-ordered Volume 2, which comes out 3rd of September. This is a shoujo about a basketball team. This girl befriends all the boys. Honestly, they're just really pretty. I don't know if this is going to be any good. This is a Kodansha release. I got it because it was likened to Kimi ni Todoroki and Say I Love You, both of which I really enjoy. So we'll see about this one, but it's very pretty. I like the pink, so hopefully it's entertaining enough. And then I got the rest of number 6. This is volume 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is a sci-fi shonen ai series. Really, really good. I just finished reading volume 9 this morning, so I'll definitely be making a review video of the series. But just finishing that up from when I bought the first half last month. And then also finishing up collecting a series, Forget Me Not, volume 2, 3, and 6. Just finished the entire series yesterday, all 7 volumes. Very good. Again, look out for a review of this one because I'll definitely be doing that. And finishing up Say I Love You, volume 10, 11, 12. Love this cover. Say I Love You, I am on volume 15, I think, because I realized that volume 18, the final volume, doesn't come out till I think December, which this is such an addicting series. I read most of it in a day and then had to stop myself because I don't want to read all the way to the end here and then have to wait for the final volume. So I left myself about 3 volumes so that when I get the final one, I can read the last 3 and then read the final one as well. Let's go with Vertical next, I guess. I got super stoked to get the rest that I was missing of Devil's Line. So volume 2, 3. I bought volume 1, 6, 7, and then pre-ordered 8. But I didn't have the ones in between, so I'd only read volume 1 and have been really, really itching to read the next volumes. So I'm really, really happy to have these. So this is volume 8, the newest volume that just came out. And these are Vertical's small sized volumes if you haven't seen those before. And I picked up also through Vertical MW, which you would know if you'd seen the review I did on it. Not going to say much. Go check out my review if you want to know about MW. This is by Osamu Tezuka. And then just came in today, The Book of Human Insects, also by Osamu Tezuka and Vertical. These are slightly wider than regular books and slightly taller than regular ones, but shorter than like a Viz Sig size. So Vertical just releases whatever size book they want, honestly. But thankfully, these two are the same size books. Don't know much about Book of Human Insects, but absolutely will be doing a review once I read it. Like I said, just came in this morning, so don't know much about it. And then I guess I'll move on to the larger size, which would be like the Viz signature size, but all the different companies have their own of that now. Finally got Neo Parasite. This is a compilation of short stories written by romance shoujo authors based in the universe of Parasite. Parasite is a horror manga series from the 80s and 90s, I believe. Classic if you haven't read it. I have done a review on it. It's an amazing series. I've wanted this for so long because there's a few authors here that are some of my favorite shoujo authors. So I just started reading this. I've only read 2 of the short stories, but can't wait to read the rest of this. It is so cool. Really, really glad to have it. And that's by Kodansha. Also by Kodansha, finally got Inuyashiki. Couldn't pass this up. I got these volumes for like $8 each with this sale. So super stoked to have these. This is volume 2. Volume 3 is coming. It's going to take a while, though. I think it's coming from somewhere else. So I do have everything released, but Volume 3 hasn't arrived yet, so you'll see that next month, I guess. These are so cool. I can't wait to read this. This is a sci-fi series by the guy who did Gantz. Don't know too much about it, honestly. Not enough to regurgitate like an actual synopsis, so I'm not going to try. This is the volume that just came out, volume 8, and this cover is so gorgeous. Super stoked to have this. So I can't wait to start reading Inuyashiki. And then we got Yen Press. Love It 14, volume 6. Now, Yen Press, these are so expensive. These are $19.50 in Canada, and I cannot justify paying $20 for a single volume, even if they are large size. So I got this for about $9 or $10 or something. So really, really happy to finally have volume 6 because the price was just not going down. Another one that I'm glad to have, Scum's Wish. Again, $19.50 per volume. Cannot pay that. I can't. I got these for about $11 or $12 each. Super happy. I watched the anime for Scum's Wish and loved it. Can't wait to read all of this. And I also pre-ordered volume 5. So I bought the 4 that are out currently. And this cover is gorgeous. And then pre-ordered volume 5 so I don't have to worry about paying full price for that. Yeah, super stoked about that. And then all of my Viz signature volumes. I finished up Tokyo Ghoul with 11, 12, 13, and 14, which I had pre-ordered and then it came in with the rest of them. So I finished reading Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know if I'm going to collect Tokyo Ghoul Re, to be completely honest. I'm not doing it anytime soon, at least. So read all of this, happy with it. Still sitting on the fence about whether or not I'm going to collect Tokyo Ghoul Re, but glad I bought the whole original series there. Then I got Goodnight Poon, Volume 1 and Volume 6. So I have all of Goodnight Poon that is out currently. Pre-ordered Volume 7, so that's the final volume. Don't have to worry about that. If you haven't read Goodnight Poon by Inu Asano, I definitely recommend it. Very interesting. Hard to explain, but mostly about this boy just kind of growing up, dealing with depression and all of these different things, life things that are going on around him. Fantastic. I've read the whole series. Can't wait to read it again once I have the final volume. And finally, I got House of Five Leaves by Natsume Ono. working on getting all of Natsume Ono's stuff that's released in English currently. I watched the anime for House of Five Leaves many, many years ago. Really, really loved it before I even knew who Natsume Ono was. And have been wanting to pick this up for a while. Love this cover with the purple volume 3. And then just didn't get around to it until now. So I have bought all of them. Volume 7 will be coming later. Again, it's coming from somewhere else, I think, so it's going to take a while, but I do own all of it. You'll just see Volume 7 next month. This is an 8-volume series. Viz signatures, very, very nice releases, and Volume 8 is a bit thicker than the other ones. They're nice and glossy and really, really nice. Yeah, I think that is it. Okay, so that is about 80 volumes or so, I think, if I counted correctly. Like I said, there's a bunch more manga coming. I'm just going to save it for next month. And then I have a bunch of pre-orders through until the end of November coming. So, yeah, not buying anything else for now because I spent way too much on all this, but I'm really glad to have it. I got it all for really, really good prices. So, yeah, that is everything, I think. Look out for reviews on a bunch of the stuff I just showed you because I've read it already or I'm going to read it and then review it. So that's kind of what will be coming out over the next few months since I won't be buying too much. I'll definitely be reviewing a lot more stuff that I'm reading. I think I'm doing pretty well reading the stuff that I'm buying as opposed to just letting it sit there. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about any of this stuff or if you've read any of this and want to chat about it, definitely leave that in the comments below. Yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.